Hello class, we're going to learn how to make a filter using the metadata. And you can see what we're going to end up with. The dashboard looks something like this. And so this is one kind of filter, and we're also going to demonstrate another kind of filter you'll see in a second. So let's get started. First, we start with a clean Tableau sheet, and we're going to import our two data sources. The first one is the spatial file of the requested bus lines. Take a second to load here. And then we add in another one. We're going to add in a CSV file of the crashes with that MTA information on it. It's here. Okay. And so they are connected. You'll see in a second how. By metro name. We connected it. It made that noodle. It's processing. You see the red flag there. We're going to switch this to route name here. And let's scroll down to route name here. Notice that since it's the same name, it adds in the name of the file just so you can distinguish between the two. We do that. It takes a few seconds to process. And it's done. Let's see what we have here. We have, as usual, it's split. We have crashes here and then request lines here. One thing to note is we didn't do a full join, like an inner join like we saw before. This is just a relationship so that the two data sets can appear on the same sheet. And we can do a little bit of analytics, but if we wanted something more intense, we would have had to do an inner join or something like that. So first, let's make a bar graph. We've seen how to do this before. What I'm going to do is find the crashes, and we're going to do this by route name. I drag one copy to columns, one copy to rows, and we're going to go to count, and we get our bars. I'm going to exclude this null one since we don't need it, and just to make it a little bit fancier, we are going to put some light description here over colors, and it looks something like this. I'm going to change my sheet to crash counts. Okay. Next, we're going to make a map. And then this is where we're going to use that other kind of filter. So I go down here, go to this geometry under the requested lines, drag it over, we see those requested lines. Let's get our route name here, and we can see these lines. If we really wanted to, we could change the colors. I'm not going to do that. It is a little annoying that, say, the CityLink pink is not pink and etc. But you guys know how to do that stuff, so I'll let you figure that out. Okay, but we have all the routes here. Now we want to add the crashes. So we see under the crash data here, we have latitude and longitude. I'm going to drag latitude here, watch carefully, and I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to change this to a dimension. It already sort of knows what we're going to do. I'm going to add longitude below, change that to a dimension, and we get our points, one for each crash. Okay, there are many points here. Too many. We really just want to look at the ones along the routes, so we're going to need to use that filter. Okay, this is how we do this. Well, actually, let me reduce the size of these first. Let's make the bus lines a little thicker lines too. There we go. Okay, so let's use that filter. So I'm going to go to up here to route name. I'm going to drag this to the filter. All this stuff comes up. Oops. Yeah, take the route name, and I drag it to the filter. And I just want the ones that are near something. I apply. And look, we have the points along each of the lines. I'm going to take the route, I'm going to go into crashes here and take the route name and well, I'm going to make these a little bigger actually so you can see them. We can adjust things a little bit. I'm going to change the order so the lines are above. You can do a lot of things to make it a little bit more visible, including change the color if we wanted to. Why don't we change it to say, I don't know, light description for color, make it a little more colorful. We can see the crashes along there and all that. Now let's make a dashboard. So, this is how you use a filter. I could have edited the filter and looked at some subset of these if I wanted to, but I really wanted to see all of them. But notice it filtered out anything that didn't fit that criteria, including all the crashes that were not associated to any of the routes. So let's look at the dashboard. Oh, let's change this to say map. Okay. Now, we're going to do map on top, crashes on the bottom. Looks like this. Let's make some little adjustments here. There we go. And now I'm going to turn on this filter and notice the filter is on. And let's see what it does. I can click on specific lines and it'll highlight them in the map. This is a nice thing. Okay, then you can save and publish and do all that good stuff, and you have your map. So that's about it. All right, take care, class.